Hello, curious people. So you think you might be interested in doing bobbin lace, but you have none of the official tools or equipment and nobody to show you. You don't even know what you don't know enough to form a question. Well, I've got you. In this series of videos, I'm going to show you how to build your own handy-dandy, do-it-yourself, homemade bobbin lace kit from relatively common items you may already have or won't have a hard time acquiring for a minimal investment. Everything you need can be used for its original purpose, so even if this doesn't turn out to turn you on, the most you will have wasted will be some time. The patterns you need for these projects can be found at westernreservelacesociety.co. I know you think I made a mistake there, but it really is .co and not .com. I don't know why. I'm not in charge of that kind of stuff. I do know that there's a little QR code thingy, and if you know how to capture that, it'll take you right there. You're looking for beginner projects. There are 3 that you can print off for free. Try to make sure that they print out to size. This fish is 2 inches long. The wheels, the circles are all 2 inches across, both 2 inches across. If you can print them on cardstock, you're a step closer to glory. If you can't, it's okay. You can use an index card or the back of a greeting card. Cereal boxes are a little thick, but these work beautifully. You print them out on regular paper, lay them down. If you have clear contact paper, this is one of the great times to use it. If you don't, packing tape will work. It can get messy. It doesn't lay as flat as clear contact paper, but it still works, so it's good. You will work these patterns to introduce concepts and start to develop your muscle memory. Each one will show you more than you knew before to build your knowledge without overwhelming or frustrating you. Look for a separate video for each pattern. So, let's start with the pillow. All bobbin lace is worked on a special pillow. This one's really special. You start with a yoga block. They're pretty cheap. This one cost me $5. I probably got it at Target, but you can actually find these in a variety of places. Then you need your box to put your yoga block in. The reason for that is you want this bigger. You want your bobbins to be able to rest between being used. So the bigger the space, the more places they have to lay. You can use a bigger box than this, but please don't go deeper. Try to make sure that the box and the pillow are pretty close to being the same depth. You can stuff it with anything. This was towels. You can use t-shirts. You can use tea towels. It doesn't matter. You can use anything in here as long as you can bring it up to being about the same depth all the way across. And then you grab yourself a bandana. You may choose to tuck it in or to tuck it under. Either's completely acceptable. You're trying to make this flat. You're not going to be throwing this around very far, so this will do. Okay, now you need bobbins. Bobbins, if it all boils down to it, are sticks with heads. You need to have a place to catch the hitch, which is its little neck, and the head keeps the thread from popping off. And as beautiful as bobbins can be, I spent $10 to buy 100 of these clothespins. These are the old-fashioned kind. Don't use the kind with the spring-loaded clip. It doesn't have a head. But check with Grandma. Check the basement. You may already have some of these. You'll need 12 for these projects. You will also need pins. My pins, I have special big pins, but all the pins I work on my lace are the same size. If you have pins that are the same size, you will end up with holes that are the same size, and it's more satisfying. But don't drive yourself crazy. If you've got pins that are different size, they'll work. Please use a pin cushion. You don't want to bleed on your work. And, poking yourself repeatedly does get a little frustrating. We're going to do all these projects with embroidery floss, which is pretty easily accessible, pretty cheap. Color choices are yours. This is your project. But I'd like you to use at least 3 colors. You may use as many as 6 colors for the first project, 5 colors for the second project, and 4 for the third project. Each of these skeins is 8 meters long, so you'll be able to use each one in more than one design. Each project can be done with one skein, but I want you to use different colors so it's easier to see what's happening as we get through the projects. With the first project, you will need a needle threader, some thread, a pair of scissors. I used a single size 6 seed bead. Where did I put my fish? My fish swam away. There they are. There's my fish. This is your first project. You will need a one single size 6 seed bead for the eyeballs. There's over 100 in here. You will also need a safety pin. The bigger the pin, the more fish you can make. You need a needle threader and a little bit of sewing thread to put the eye on the fish. You will need scissors that are not paper scissors. These never cut paper. These are for thread only. If you happen to have one of these handy-dandy Singer sewing kits that someone who loves you gave you in case you lost a button, it comes with scissors, a needle threader, and thread. So it's very convenient and could save you money. But you have to have one of these and a little bit of this. For the second and third project, you will need to add a pencil and a spoon. You need your scissors. Once you have got that gathered, come on back and we will lace a fish together. Bye.